morning to all of you, and let me first thank the Vice Chancellor, the Chancellor, and my good friend and actually the water expert Meher for inviting me here today. It's a real pleasure to be here along with my colleagues from the Atal Innovation Mission, and this is a fabulous collaboration with this university, with the Shiv Nadar University. So as I was listening to the Vice Chancellors talking about all the startups which have come out of the university and out of this experiment, it just made me realize that the power of technology, but more than that, the disruption, the innovation which the Atal Innovation Mission has really started scaling up. So I was talking to my team yesterday, and they were telling me we were talking of the next phase of the Atal Innovation Mission. But I think it's collaborations such as this one, which is probably one of our best, most successful collaborations, which is giving us the optimism that this program can really reach new heights. So this is, of course, it started out for you as an innovation center, incubation center, but at the school level, our tinkering labs, 10,000 of them, have also made a huge difference. And recently on Children's Day, we had an event with some youngsters from different schools in Delhi and online with a number of ATLs across the country. And some fabulous innovations, some very, very interesting tinkering experiments, which I think will lead to many startups such as these. But from your B.Tech students, what I heard today, looks like this is a very successful, it's gone beyond an experiment. So in NITI, that's pretty much what we try to focus on. Meher has been associated with the Planning Commission, but of course we work closely in my previous job as well. And today we are sort of focusing on three broad objectives. One is, we are the national think tank, and that carries all the innovation, the disruption, looking ahead. But so that's the sort of think tank role. Looking at sort of frontier areas. We heard about your mobility experiments. So NITI has also been leading the charge on EVs, on schemes like the production linked incentive, the PLI. So it's a wide range for our think tank. But then our second important role, and I think that's where the Atal Innovation Mission and I think collaborations with this university can be taken forward, is we are also an instrument, or we should be, to enhance government effectiveness, both at the center and the state. And what we are trying to do now is to take it down to the states. So NITI and the former Planning Commission have always been platforms for center-state engagement in our federal system. And what we are trying to do now is create a state support mission where we are trying to help the states in achieving their ambitious goals. If UP wants to become a $1 trillion economy, or Maharashtra wants to do the same, how can NITI help them articulate their goal, but also then create the institution, the state institution of transformation like NITI, and move from a kind of planning approach to more development strategy. But here the role of technology innovation and the Atal Innovation Mission is very, very important. So all the states are now asking to help us, asking us to help them scale up their ATLs, but also their incubation centers. And I think that's the kind of successes I've heard this morning, and all the work which you have been doing. This could be perhaps used to take it down to many of the states. And it's likely that you are already working in many states, but any collaboration to help us move into the states, and we're trying to cover 15 states this year and many more next year. So while at a national level, incubation, technology, tinkering is getting more and more common, and more youngsters are going in for this and going in for startups, we really need to push it down to the state level. And so any collaboration with you and with others would be very welcome. So once again, let me congratulate all your students who have done so well, and this center and the leadership of Shiv Nadar University. One of my former chief secretaries, Mr. Raman Subramaniam, I know was very closely associated with this university. He's been a mentor of mine, and and I know that he worked very closely with this institution. So thinking of him again, but thank you once again for inviting me. I'm sorry I'm not here for very long. Actually, it would have been great to hear from some of your young startup entrepreneurs, but perhaps if you have a few more minutes, we can hear from them or anyone else. Thank you once again for inviting me, and congratulations on today's event. Thank you.